I'm Eric Russell, and this is Under the Roof with Ivy Winters!
Hi!
I had to do it. I just had to do it.
Everyone does it. It's all good. I do it sometimes.
So, how did you get your name? I know some people, their drag mother picks it for them. Sometimes somebody else picked it for them. There was a story behind it. So how did you become Ivy Winters?
Well, I've always loved the name Ivy. So I picked Ivy years ago, 8.5 years ago. And I originated with Ivy West. An old friend of mine was like, West, that sounds good. It's a good last name. So I did that for a couple years in Michigan. And when I moved to New York City, I don't know why, it just popped in my head Winters, which is my real last name. I think just sounded better, so I just switched it. Started a new little drag life in New York. Yeah.
Loved it.
Yeah.
So, what got you into drag? What made you decide, I want to do drag?
I've always been drawn to performing and theater and transformations and characters, and I was a clown for 8.5 years, so I've always been involved with makeup and performing. At 18, I went to my first drag show, fell in love, and here I am.
So you did 8 years of clowning because you juggle and you stilt work. Give us some more about that. Tell us about all that, those years.
I started when I was like 11 or 12. I learned how to juggle. I juggle anything from plungers to fire to knives, bowling pins. And I stilt walk, unicycle, balloon animals.
Cool.
I used to do a lot of magic tricks, but I kind of
Moved away from that?
Moved away from it, yeah.
Because I love the fact you juggled tonight. I was like, okay, you're doing a number, and you're dancing, and you're juggling.
Yeah.
I was like loving it.
It's something that a lot of girls don't do, so that's why I incorporated it. And it's fun, and people love the circus, so
It's
why not do it in drag?
Exactly. Why not? So, this is season 5 of RuPaul's Drag Race, and this is like the first time we've had someone here while the show is airing. So let's get a little background, because people may not know what really goes on in the day-to-day filming and all of that. Because you walk on the set the first day, and there's RuPaul and Mike Ruiz for the photo challenge, and they're going, and you're going in a water tank.
Yeah, when I turned around and saw that water tank, I was like, oh, this is going to be fun. I mean, I love to swim, so I'm thinking, alright, cool, I love taking photos. As soon as I stepped into the water, I got like knee deep, and I'm like, holy shit, this is cold. This is cold water. And I'm like, okay, so I'm like, trying to like keep my cool and trying to be pretty at the same time.
He's like, now smile, move your hair.
And, you know, and whenever you go underwater, the first instinct is to go, trying not to get into your nose, and trying to, there's so many aspects of things, trying to keep your wig out of your face, and the costume from floating up. So there's a lot going on in my mind, and it was tougher than I thought it was.
Did you have a favorite challenge? The one that you went, this was, you know, from the ones you were in. Did you have one that like was your absolute favorite?
I loved the dancing challenge. Kind of like we got to know more about Rue's life with the ballet, and I love working with Jinx, so that was fun.
Oh, yeah.
I love the first challenge of making the costumes or the couture look, out of the dumpster materials. I love to sew, and that's what I do for a living. So that was a fun challenge.
Because your outfits just wowed me. You came on set with this big caution piece.
Which my grandma won that in bingo.
Oh my god, that's cool.
And she's like, Dustin, do you want this costume tape? She didn't know that I did drag. And she doesn't now. Which she loves, by the way. And she gave it to me. I'm like, yes, oh my gosh, this is gonna make the perfect dress.
My favorite dresses were the ones I saw. The one that was you made out of all the photos of you.
Oh.
I really love that. And then of course, what Michelle Visage called like your little Nemo fish dress, the goldfish. That was so great.
Thank you.
Talk about some of the things that go into the dresses when you're designing, when you're finding, because I love that quirky, campy, you know, but elegant, glamorous feel of that.
Well, I love making costumes out of unexpected materials. Like my paper dress, it was all photos. I mean, I brought a stack of promo shots, and I'm like, they asked me to wear an outfit that featured my best asset, and I'm like, I have all these photos of my face. Let's do that. All right, we're going with the face.
It was fantastic.
Thank you. And my fish dress, I love characters, character style costumes, and I sew a lot for Manila, and she does a lot of the characters. And she's such a big inspiration to me. I love her. She's a dear friend of mine. So it's all of that put into one.
What inspires you? What gets you going in the morning? What kind of keeps you trucking through the day?
Coffee. I mean, really anything. I live in New York, and everything from the sidewalks at night, they're sparkly. You know, everything inspires me. Other drag queens, I love touring, meeting the girls here. I mean, everyone's so nice, and you get to see all the different styles of drag throughout the United States, and all of that inspires me.
Now, you're really close to your mom, because you got to make a phone call home, and you did theater. that's a really great relationship that some people don't have with their parents. What would you say to someone out there who's struggling with being gay or coming out, being bullied, and how they can have that relationship with their parents or kind of move forward? Because there were some big moments on that show.
Yeah, it was hard hearing the stories of the other girls, because I'm so close to my family. My brother and sister are both gay, and it was, I mean, as far as advice, just keep pulling through, stay positive. Things will get better. You know, you graduate from high school and, you know, try with your parents. You know, sometimes they don't understand, and it's a learning thing. So a lot of it's that. And drag with my parents, at first it was like, they weren't sure exactly. They're like, we're not sure. And then I brought them to a show and I explained to them it's just like me clowning. I'm putting on a costume to entertain people.
Right.
It's fun. It's lighthearted. It's fun. It's, you know, and they understood it, and now they come to all my shows. So it's a learning thing with a lot of parents. So just keep at it and stay positive.
What did you learn about yourself doing RuPaul's Drag Race? What did you come away with in terms of yourself as a performer or as a person from doing those challenges and just kind of...
Yeah, it was I did learn a lot. I made so many friends on that show. I mean, all the girls, you know, they're my family. As far as learning, what have I learned?
What I learned today?
I mean, get ready fast. Be ready for anything, because I mean, those challenges, you never knew what they were going to throw at you.
There's always something, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely a learning experience as far as coming up with things right at the moment, right on that second. You have to be fast and witty, and that's one thing that I've always tried to focus and practice on, is being witty and being on the microphone. Because I mean, I do everything else as far as making things, and being on the microphone isn't my strongest suit, and it's something that I've been working on.
Okay.
And Drag Race has helped me do that, especially afterwards, because I meet so many people and I'm touring so many different clubs, so it helps me be more vocal on the microphone.
Have you had a fan moment or a fan love that's really touched you or you weren't expecting you had an impact in someone's life?
Oh, always. I mean, being on the subway, people come up to me and they'll recognize my one earring, because I always wear one earring as a guy, and they, you know, I had a flight attendant cry when he met me, and to be able to inspire someone that much or touch someone that much that they get that excited, it means so much to me that I can do that to people.
It's fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, and that's why I do drag, to inspire people.
If people want to find out more about Ivy Winters, where she's going to be performing, or just to say hi, do you tweet, do you tumble, what do you got?
I tweet at Ivy_Winters on Facebook. Definitely message me if you want to chit-chat. MissIvyWinters.com. So, I'm around. My phone number is.
And we're performing next, or any big projects coming up that people should keep an eye out for?
I'm bouncing around all the time, so I'll be updating that on Twitter and Facebook, so keep your eye out on that. Any fun projects? I'm sewing for girls, and yeah, I'm doing the same old stuff that I've been doing, so just having fun doing it.
This has been absolutely wonderful.
Thank you, honey.
Thank you for doing this.
Thank you. Mwah. It was such a joy.
I'm Eric Russell. This has been Under the Wig with Ivy Winters.
Mwah.
You never know whose wig I'm going to get under next, so tune in next time. See ya.
Mwah.